Welcome, guys, to Join the Journey podcast with your hosts, Amy and Connie. And we actually have two power couple guests with us today. That is Gustavo and Jasmine. How are you guys?
Hi, I'm
Hello.
good.
Welcome.
Sure, yeah. Welcome.
I'm used to saying welcome.
We're going to get into his YouTube channel a little bit later. You guys will understand that afterwards.
Good. Thank you guys for having us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you guys with us today. We haven't seen you guys in years. For those that don't know our history of the four of us, we all went to high school together. We went to Almani High School. We're all the same year.
We're all lions.
Woo woo,
Yeah.
you know.
Raw.
I don't know about that raw right there. You sounded kind of weak, bro.
What do y'all mean, yelling up in this?
And also we have a special guest too on the sidelines is Isla, their baby girl. Oh, she's not on the sideline. She's actually
Underneath mama.
She's underneath the mom.
She's actually underneath mama's seat. Hey, baby girl.
So bear with us.
Yes.
I think y'all can see her in the video.
She loves the camera, guys. She's a natural.
We love it. So pretty much Gus and Jasmine, we are excited to have you today because we actually have some questions, of just what you guys have been up to. And obviously we see that you have a beautiful family in front of us right now. We're so happy for you. But tell us what happened to you guys after high school? Because that was probably the last time we all probably saw each other.
Right?
Yeah, it really was the last time
Ladies
we saw
first.
each other. I continued school, so I went to University of Laverne, bachelor's in business, and keep working. I started working at a jewelry store, so I moved basically my way up to a store manager. So
Nice.
Don Roberto
Congratulations.
Jewelers, Riverside.
Yeah, check
Thank
them
you.
out.
So love my job. It keeps me busy, but been working pretty much it.
That's great. What about you, Gus? What you been up to?
After high school, I attended Rio Hondo, and then I still wasn't sure of like what I was going to plan on doing. Military was an option, actually.
Ooh.
Want to join the Marines. I didn't. Family convinced me otherwise. But I also wanted to become a firefighter and stuff. So I ended up just going the personal training route. Just reason being is I was working at Northgate at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And when my buddy is Fabian, he approached me. He said he was opening up his own gym and he saw that I was working out. He asked if I was certified. I told him no. I told him I was going to school. I said to get certified and then we could put you in. I got certified at Rio Hondo and then was doing that for about 4 years until pandemic hit recently last year.
Yeah.
March, that's where he had to close his gym. And well, I just basically went to Amazon after that. Just reason I didn't want to go through the unemployment route. I just went through Amazon. Just had to find a job. I didn't want to rely on that. So just went looking for a job and ended up at Amazon.
And I feel like you guys kind of missed when having a baby.
Well, we were going
The career route was
we
just
were
like
talking about our separate like routes.
So where did the baby pop out? She just came out right now. Maybe you found her outside.
Picked her up on the way over here.
And somehow she looks like mom.
Like adoptakid.com.
So what happened between your guys' relationship? You met in high school, and then what transpired to what you guys
So you
are
want to
now?
start off how we first met?
Yeah, I don't even know that story.
Yeah,
honestly. I
think that's some
remember,
juice.
I just knew Gustavo from middle school. Well, Amy and I knew you from middle school. I met you because we had an English class together in freshman year.
Oh my God, did
We
we?
sat next to each
Connie,
other.
I don't even remember.
I remember that.
She has a bad memory.
It's okay, but I remember that.
Hey,
and
she's managing a store, right?
Yeah,
She
let her
did
be.
something right.
She's like, oh, we did? Yeah, we did?
Okay, yeah, we did.
I agree.
But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of at least my history with you guys, But I think when you guys became a couple, I definitely didn't see that coming. But again, I didn't really hang out with you guys at some point either. But when you guys got together, I was like, wait, how did that happen? So how did that
Yeah.
happen?
I think everybody was in shock, but I mean, I think
I smooth talking.
Mm.
Hey, what up, baby?
Hey, weren't you like winter formal king?
Yeah, you were something, right?
What?
Yeah, you were.
You were.
Was I?
Yeah. She's like, that's what got me. Like, you don't even know. That's what got me.
Was I?
No, but it wasn't that. I think you were, but it wasn't that.
Oh yeah, I think I was.
Their memories are kind of shot, guys.
I don't remember that part.
I think it's that drink
Hey,
that
it
the
is.
Terravana drink. Rock sponsors.
No, we met freshman year. Was it summer freshman year?
Mhm.
Our biology class. She was sitting in the back, what I recall. First walking in, and you know how you just got to find your seats and stuff. I always sat in the back because I was trying to avoid the teacher and stuff, and so I just saw her and I sat next to her for some reason, but we didn't talk at the moment until later on. That's where we just like started talking
As friends.
That's friends. And I found out she was smart, so I played it to my advantage.
So what, you got the cheat sheet from
Yes.
He really did.
Yes, myself. Who was in that class? Amando,
Chris.
Mondo and Chris. Who else? I forgot some other football players and stuff. And so we would all copy off of her.
Hey, you got the team to see.
Yeah. And yeah, that was freshman year, and then we stopped talking. What, sophomore year?
I don't remember.
There was like a year where we
I think
stopped
it was
talking.
because we didn't have any classes together. But
Well, I guess my next question is, did you guys even have a thing for each other at all beginning freshman year?
I mean, I did. I think I fell for him because he would always like make me laugh.
You had a boyfriend.
I did, but I did. No, I really
I did not know that.
I really did have a boyfriend, but then things ended with him, and things just. I
Like,
mean,
you
I
liked me
felt-
while you had a boyfriend?
No, I mean, I liked her personality and I liked her as a friend. And then once I ended things with that boyfriend, then, you know, I think you attract your partner by, you know, they make you happy, they make you laugh. So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, that's what got me, him always making me laugh. And I think I always had a thing for him throughout high school. And I think everybody knew that. And then, yeah, I mean, I think I told him back in like MySpace that like I had a thing for him. And
So you're the one that made that move.
yeah, I mean,
She
I'm a
really-
go-getter. I go get what I want.
Ooh, and you can tell.
yes, girl.
So
Get
yeah, I told him. He basically said no because of football.
Put it in the
but
friend zone.
Yeah,
Ooh,
can you guys
friend
believe
zone
that?
because-
Yeah.
But look at you
Why?
now. But look at you now.
I get what I
don't
want.
know. I wasn't looking for like a girlfriend at the moment. Like I was just enjoying high school and stuff.
Straight up, Gus, I think when I see you in high school, you were literally, like you said, enjoying high school for what it was. Hanging out with your friends, sports, even the
Partying.
classes. And partying, I don't know, I guess, you know? I mean, we were just in high school, guys, but again, I'm pretty sure stuff went down, football parties, you know? I'm pretty sure you guys
Yeah.
had some fun.
You weren't in any of them, Connie? What were you doing in
Not a
high
football
school,
player?
girl?
I'm not a football player. I was...
You were volleyball.
What was I doing? I
you're
was
a
not partying
triathlete,
with
no?
you guys, though. I might have
You
been partying
weren't?
with other people. Maybe that's what it was.
Probably. I don't know. I partied with Mo, Joe, and
Mo and Joe. Oh
And
my
then, he,
God.
and then
Oh my
he
God.
forgot what happened afterward. That's why. I mean, you don't remember parties because.
oh yeah, I remember some of them. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, and then senior year came around, and then that's where we started talking a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Sadie's. That's where you came about, and she asked me out to Sadie's.
How did she ask you?
You want-
It was like a routine with the dance team that I was in,
Oh, yeah.
and the whole dance team helped
You remember
me
that, like on
out.
lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she
I-
went balls
went
to the
all
walls for
out.
you,
I
girl.
ain't gonna lie, I had no clue. I was in shock.
That's
Yeah,
so cute.
but the whole team was like, you know, pumping me up, and they were like, yeah, you know, let's do it, and
It's the team. It's the team thing. Effort.
And that's a wrap, huh? And you got him.
yeah, yeah.
That's how we didn't get together until like a week after,
And,
right?
yeah, but I mean,
But that's
Yeah,
that's
that
what
was
got
the
it.
whole-
That's what-
that was
yeah.
the whole
That's what
hook.
happened.
Yeah, that was
There
the
you
hook and
go.
bait, and I got hooked on.
That's awesome. So after high school, then we saw that after a few years, you guys got engaged, right? Congrats again. And
Thank
are you guys
you.
married now?
we are, yes.
Officially.
We
Yes.
officially, yeah.
As of.
Wow.
Let me show the camera, guys. Let me see that ring. Woo!
Well, I gotta show the guy you've had the ring. The guy has to be like, show it. Girl can have the ring for you had it for.
Yeah.
When did I ask you, Mary?
Like
Like
3
3
years ago.
Yes, I
years
can
ago.
confirm 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I follow you guys on Instagram.
I did some research.
Oh, you researching, huh?
I did some digging. She's like, it was this day on this time.
No, honestly, it was so exciting to see that though, because I don't know if I had probably done your lashes before that, It was either
Yeah.
before or after, but regardless, I was super excited. And then about a year after, maybe you guys got pregnant with Isla.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Funny thing is, when I first met her, I didn't really believe in marriage or kids. I didn't
Yeah.
really like,
Yeah.
yeah. And I told her, she would tell me so many times. I told her like I just didn't want to get married. I didn't want to have no kids.
really,
Yeah.
And
So she
so-
changed my ways. Yeah, she changed my thought process.
that's great.
Yeah.
It's all for the better. I mean, look at you guys have such a beautiful daughter. She is so
Thank you.
happy.
Where's she at?
She's happy and adorable, and she's
I was like, she's gone.
she's a great mix between both of you.
Yeah, so we got to hang out with Isla for a little bit, and we really got to get a glimpse of her joyous personality. Is just like Gus, and she's beautiful like her mom, and it's
Thank
just
you.
the greatest little combination I see right there. So after having Isla, I also noticed that you guys recently moved and bought your own home.
Yeah.
How was that process? I mean, a lot of people right now, we still don't own. A lot of us still rent, including myself. I still rent. What about you, Amy?
Right. Well, I partially own my mom's house.
Oh, she still owns, which is great. But
She got a hand in. That's all
great.
that matters.
That's great. Exactly. Getting your hand in is always great. But coming from, small towns like us, it's the reality is a lot of us are renters at the end of the day. So what made you guys make that big decision, and how did you guys find the location? What were your struggles?
And what led you to that point of making a decision like, hey, we can financially do this, And what career were you doing at that time?
So I think it was basically like a big push that we had. We were renting, and our landlord just basically called me one day, and she said, you know what, you guys have to move in like 30 days, or I think she gave us 60 days.
60 days.
And she's like, because I'm selling that condo that you're renting. And we were like, oh. And then so I'm very picky. So I started looking at like what it costs to like rent somewhere else. And it was just ridiculous. And I was like, well, why don't we just push for a house?
Well,
buy
at
a
that time, we
house,
were
you
like
know?
thinking about it. I think we were thinking like months prior, like we're thinking about buying and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we sat down, we looked around, like renting. It was like, where we were paying, it was like cheaper than everywhere else. So we're like, if we're gonna move, I'm like, let's just try it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're paying rent, especially in California, it's the same amount as a mortgage anyway. Right?
Definitely.
It's
you
just a
guys,
matter of having a
definitely.
stupid down payment.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a lump sum that a lot of us can't
And that's
afford.
even hard to get,
That
I
loan?
feel that loan or getting approved, that process, or just having that specific funds where you have wiggle room to like, hey, I'm going to put this aside for my house.
Yeah, and it's really sad because I remember when I started trying to look at like resource because you hear outside there's so many for first time home buyers, down payment assistance programs. So I called Chase, right? Because I was like, oh, I have a bank account with Chase, so they know my history. They should see that I'm get deposits on a regular basis. And I called honestly very rude. They were like, oh, well, if you have the 15% down or 20% down, we can help you. If not, basically we
They
can't.
shut the door.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. And I think that kind of put me just like my wall.
Yeah.
And I had to do my research. My landlord was, you know what, I'm renting a place, and where we're renting, they're also selling. So we want to go look at them. And Gus had no idea, but I was like, you know what, I'm also going to ask about purchasing a home, like, and compare what's better. And they were honestly very helpful there. They explained to us like a down payment assistance programs, and there really are so many out there. You just have to find someone that's really helpful. And I think those are like the smaller banks. The first bank that helped us was New American Funding. The lady that helped us was really, really helpful. But then we also were buying a house when this whole COVID thing happened and when the pandemic started. So it was around March. And like mid-March, they just stopped giving all the down payment assistance programs, and they just ceased everything. So we were in the middle of it, I was getting my hopes up, and then they just said like, oh, well, guess what? Everything shut down. You guys have to get your own down payment. And
Wow.
honestly, like I really believe in God and faith, and we worked so hard, and, my family helped us out. And we were able to get the down payment. So you just kind of have to be creative.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We took out a loan under my mom's name to get that money for the down payment assistance or the down payment overall. So you just have to get creative, and if you really want it, you can get it. And
What if they watch this and they like find
Hey, you need a loan, you get Jasmine's mom, all right?
No, but
No, but get creative because when you're buying a house, you can't get out any other loans under your name.
Right.
So
You can't basically use your like credit for
that's the
anything.
reality.
It's
Look,
true.
and
that's a good point to let people know, because sometimes you get overly excited about just jumping into buying a house. So you're like, oh, I'm just going to get all these loans and to help me buy that house. But then in reality, they're going against you when you're going to buy the house.
Yeah.
They're against your odds.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think another good tip to kind of put out to everybody is that have good credit, right? The number one thing is have really good credit, because if not, no one's gonna look at you at that point.
yeah.
Even if it's COVID and you're unemployed, whatever, like pay off those credit card bills, guys, because it's very important that during this time, because everybody is trying to buy a home because interest rates were at pretty much an all-time low, if not to zero. Was it like that for you guys? Or did you guys get it at that time? Or you guys got it like at 2% or something?
It was like at 3 point something when
Okay.
we just recently refinanced, and that's when we like a month ago, and that was when we got it down to 2.75.
Nice. Okay, that's what I think I heard. That's what I think I heard. Everybody went from
How long was your
5s and 3s and
refinance gap? Refinance gap.
6 months. So like from when we first bought the house, she was just like, just do your 6 payment and call me up and we'll help you refinance. So,
wow, you really are determined, Jasmine. And Gus. Like, you have a
home is
timeline.
not cheap, man.
You have a timeline, and you're just like, I got to do this, and I got to be met. And it's not just, hey, I got the house, that's it. Like, let's let loose and let's ruin our.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we're looking at it as like our temporary house, because we're already like looking into like, well, not now, but like in the future, like our permanent house.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we don't plan on like staying there like forever. Like we're trying to like pay it off as soon as we can. That way we're able to sell it and then move on to like our permanent home, which is
our like dream home. I mean, our home is beautiful and I love our home, but if we want to have a growing family, we definitely need
there's some more. Ella, did you hear that you're gonna get some siblings?
Not right now, though.
not right now, Ella. No.
She sounds excited.
So, you guys, lesson. I know they don't teach us this when we're like very young, but credit, take care of your credit.
So what started your credit journey?
So me, honestly, with my work, so my family, Hispanic, they started their credit with Don Roberto Jewelers, where I currently work. So as soon as I turned 18, my parents were like, you need to start your credit and learn to be responsible. So they took me in to open my account. And remember, I bought some gold hoops, and that's how I started my credit, $50 payment. And then when I was doing my monthly payments, that's how I found out they were hiring. That's when I got in the company. So that company, since they do in-house financing, they really teach you and educate the employees on like, okay, how to read credit, how to analyze credit in order to make a decision if we're going to approve somebody or not. So if anybody needs help on their credit, hit me up. I can help you. So I think that was a really great benefit in me. And teaching Gus, because he had no idea about credit either. It took me like,
I was just all about cash, paying everything cash.
Yeah.
Took me a while.
And I think that's just how we grew up though, right? Being in the area that we're from, we don't know anything about owning, right? And assets and all these things that create value into our actual life, at least tangibly, right? And knowing that we know you guys from high school, that you guys were able to buy a home. I think that's such a huge and proud moment for you guys. Like, I'm really happy for you guys, And what would you advise people who are seeking to buy a home right now? Like, what do you want to kind of like warn them, but as well as also
educate them?
Yeah.
It's a headache, so just be prepared for it. It really is. It's not an easy move. It made us doubt
so many times. We're like, do we really want to go through with this? Like, we had so many doubts of like buying in the process.
Mm-hmm.
So many times I would be like, Gus, I just leave it. Like, I don't even want to try anymore.
Yeah, that time I had to be like, no, like, let's just go through with this, keep going.
Yeah.
So, just don't give up. You do for sure have to have a stable job, minimum of 2 years history. They do check bank accounts. So, anybody that's young, I really recommend, if you're looking for employment, just my recommendation, seek for a job that's going to be stable and something that you can see yourself in long term. I think, a lot of, youngsters, when we start looking for work, we're like, oh, I'm just going to be here for a little bit and see how I like it. And then if I don't, okay, let me jump to something else. And then, oh, you know what? Let me try this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you really, you know, you have to look at your future and see, okay, if this is a company that I want to apply for, is this a place where I can grow?
Right.
And
Do your
see
research.
myself. Yeah.
Do your
so-
research into where you want to spend half of your day. And
yeah. So definitely have that stable job. You know, for sure you're going to need a down payment, but don't think it's always going to be, you know, the 20%, 15% that it's out there. There's so many resources out there. You just really have to find a bank that helps you.
Yeah.
Our current bank that we refinanced was Doorway Home Loans. So we switched banks, but they got us a lower interest rate than what we had. So again, you know, just find a bank that's willing to help you. And
how did you find that resource?
well, where we bought our house, it's brand new construction. So the seller was actually there and they had their office because they were trying to sell all the properties that were in that community. So they had the bank that they were working with to get everybody that wanted to buy there approved. So that's how we found that bank. And thankfully they were very helpful. So,
Wow.
and then the loan officer that helped us with New American Funding, she actually switched to Doorway Home Loans. So that's why she contacted me and said, you know what, I can get you a lower interest rate at my new you know, place of
At her
employment.
new place of employment.
Yeah.
And that's
so-
great. You know, it's who you know that is going to open
Definitely.
doors for you. Ironically, it's
Yeah.
actually the place that you got a new refinance, right?
Yeah.
But it's who you know and having those great contacts that are going to benefit you in the long run, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Gustavo, what do you do for a career choice? Now, you said you were in the gym industry. And what happened after COVID? You joined.
Well, I was doing well in the gym. I had my personal clients as well with the gym clients and stuff. But once COVID hit, it made the gym shut down. So I either had to go the unemployment route or I had to like find a job. And I was hearing like at that time, like a bunch of the unemployments, like there was a lot of issues going on. So I'm like, I can't really go down that route. I can't risk it. So I was like, let me just apply at Amazon. I was looking around and I found like Amazon was hiring at the moment. And so I just applied and that's where like I've been working since.
How are you liking Amazon, by the way?
I mean, it's all right. It's a company. It's not what like you expect actually.
What
It's-
is the pros and cons
I'm
of
curious.
working there?
Yeah, I've always been curious on what it's like to work for Amazon, honestly.
You see all these blue trucks everywhere, the smiley face,
Yeah.
and I just see the people jumping off the cars, like jumping off non.
That's actually probably the best job out of Amazon. Yeah.
It's being the driver.
It's
The
being the
delivery.
driver because everything else is their like workload and for like the pay what they pay is like not comparable. It's not good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not even like the managers there like don't get paid very well and stuff. So it's what the thing with them is like their benefits.
For sure.
They cover all like health and everything. Like I've gone to the doctors and never had to pay like anything out of
Good.
pocket
Yeah.
and stuff. But like the benefits are good and stuff. But other than that, like
So what I want to talk back about your fitness, and you were a personal trainer, you said, right?
yes.
Do you still want to continue with that after everything kind of calms down again? Like what is and I see your Instagram, you know, like you're all about fitness and health. And I remember like you posted something about like a detox water, and bro, I was like, all right, I'm gonna make this. And I tagged you on it because I was like, yo, this water is cool, you know, whatever. But I'm really interested. Like, what are your future goals with that? Because I know you were hitting heavy with that, you know, and it was cool because I saw your results too. You were bulking up, bro. It was crazy. I
And
was
your
like,
clients were changing their bodies
Yeah.
too and transforming.
That's pretty. That's sick.
You were
to me.
touching lives, you
Yeah.
know, and changing them. And it's ironic, right? How COVID can shut down an industry that's actually going to boost your immune system.
Yes, exactly.
You're kind of just like, wait, what do you mean you're going to shut us
Exactly.
down? You want people to be sick.
They said it was for 2 weeks.
oh.
2 weeks later. Remember?
Bro,
When they
I got
shut
shut down 3 times, man. I
Yeah.
understand. I know that thing was not. It was not fun. I
Yeah.
definitely understand that. But you know, let's focus on the positives, though.
Right.
Do you still plan on continuing with your fitness journey as of what you want to create with it? At some point, maybe.
At some point, I have to like honestly with this whole COVID thing, like you can't really like predict like the
For
future
sure.
and whatnot. I haven't thought about like going back as right now because I'm not with the whole like with the mask and stuff, and then the whole like 6 feet or not touching the person, because the way I personal trained before was I would like touch and feel like the muscles, so that way like they knew just to mind the muscle connection.
Correct.
But now with everything going on, it's like everything's uncertain. You don't want to get like too like into like the lawsuit realm, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, there's so many, like even for us in my industry right now, everybody's putting out COVID forms, because any little thing you can get sued for at this point, even for COVID, when every freaking person has probably got it at some point. You know what I mean? Like, like there's just things like that at this point where it's like, really, but everybody's got to protect themselves, which is understandable why you haven't gone back to it just yet.
Yeah.
But I know even though you haven't gone back to that, I now see you guys active on YouTube. You guys have just started your YouTube channel.
Yes.
How is that going?
It's good. I mean, I feel like it's been pushing, or at least myself to get out of my comfort zone, as well, like to try new things. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
Try new things as well as document. We're not like the most adventurous or exciting family, but we're trying to. And I saw opportunity with this whole COVID situation. YouTube was growing, so we wanted to be a part of that, see another outlet of income, hopefully in the future.
Definitely.
Hopefully with it growing.
Right. And
Yeah.
and you are growing, and we've seen that throughout the last episodes, and your editing skills, right? You're doing that as well by yourself, and you're learning, you're being self-taught.
Everything myself. I'm hoping right here, JV,
So what have you discovered now becoming a part of the YouTube family and a creator? Is it harder than it looks?
Yes, it's more of the editing process.
Yeah, and then going back to JV, I don't do my editing, guys. JV hooks it up for me. Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out, JV.
He's in the studio
that's probably
now.
like the most difficult like thing, especially like for like myself with us, like as you can hear the baby, like it ain't always like, all right, let me film and then just edit real quick right away. Like
It takes some time.
it takes some time, especially like with having the baby and stuff, and both of us working. So like
You
we gotta
both work full-time jobs.
full time.
No, it's okay. We can pause a little bit.
Yeah.
So sorry we got interrupted, guys. Isla was just, being Isla, but we love her to death. She's just doing what she needed to do. It's all right. Don't worry about it. But we were asking you guys, and I think Gus was in the middle of talking about your YouTube journey
Oh,
and how is it easier than, or is
it's
it
sort
easy? First of all, is it easy?
for our like situation, I believe we find it a little bit more difficult just because we both work. Like I always said, both of us work full time, and then with Isla, like it ain't easy just like record and then like edit right away and then save it. Like it's always like record and then like, all right, we got to find time when we could edit, especially like if we got to go to work or we got to go to sleep, or if Isla needs like some attention or something. It's just a little bit more difficult on that part.
It's life, huh?
Yeah. But so that's why we're just uploading like once a week right now.
That's
Just-
good.
That's still really a good time.
Yeah.
though,
I'm
guys.
not even
Yeah.
consistent like that. It's so tough for me to post anything right now, honestly. I just feel like you Gus, you were just saying behind the scenes how like you just want things to be perfect, And sometimes
Yeah.
when you just let perfection get in the way, you're just like, oh, don't even want to do it anymore.
But I feel like, we strive for perfection, guys, but it's the natural flow of life, like this setup where there's a baby involved and we're still trying to handle it out.
This is part of the journey,
Yeah,
guys.
it's part
Join
of the journey. It's the journey to,
Oh, damn. JV, you're going to have to do work on this one.
he's talented. He's very talented at what he does.
He's like, damn, I don't know.
He's
what
like,
to
"Damn,
say."
y'all didn't say there was a baby in here."
Guys, we got a birth control sponsorship right here. Wear condom.
Trojan.
Wearcondom.com. No, guys. Don't take it any. We're
Like-
just trying to crack some jokes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Isla. But yeah, that's the only like difficult situation. Also like editing.
Yeah.
Not what we expected. Or at least not for myself because I'm handling all the editing.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't asked anybody or anything. I just like started learning myself what I can, how to do things, what I can do.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was like so much like restrictions in YouTube of what you can and can't do and stuff. So yeah, just like a learning
So what
process.
is one of them that you can't do?
I was gonna add like songs.
Okay.
Like
Bro, background song?
Cannot be more than 10 seconds or you can get,
Yeah.
get sued. Okay?
That was the first one. I was like, all right, damn.
You're like, there goes my ideas.
Yeah. And then there's also like certain like time limits. I guess like our first video was like long because it was about us. What was it, like 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
It's longer.
So like there's always like that sweet spot. It's just always just like finding like what's a niche and stuff.
Right.
So what do you guys even talk about on your YouTube channel?
Whatever we could come up with. Well, we first started like introducing ourselves and then started doing like some challenges and stuff.
Right. The what was
I saw the hot sauce one.
sauce
Yeah.
The hot sauce one?
That was pretty cool. You guys
She
should
didn't
try
make it to the last one.
If you guys haven't seen it, tune in on their YouTube channel. We'll link it down. We will link it down below.
Like you get a high feeling. I ain't gonna lie. Like I felt like I was high.
Well, do you like spicy foods in general though? I love spicy, so but I've never done the challenge though.
Oh, I think we need to do a challenge with Connie.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
indigestion problems. Let's not even go there, okay?
Should have brought the whole bottle pack over
I had
here.
the whole set. I should have brought it. I ain't gonna lie.
Stay tuned, guys.
Yeah. But it was hot. It's hot. And then also like afterwards we did the Pocky one chip challenge. I don't know if y'all saw that one,
Okay.
but that one was like basically like just a burst of flames like up in your mouth. My mouth was like numb. I was crying.
For how long?
It was like 15, 20 minutes. Just
Oh,
straight
that's pretty
fire.
long.
How much you eat though?
Straight fire. The entire chip. Well, don't question me, girl. Ah.
Go hard.
Well,
Go
he
hard.
left like a little piece.
I left that for your family. I left that for your family. Like I bit it and then it was in the bag still. I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave it. It was God warning me. But yeah, stuff like that. Just like I know we have a Big Bear trip coming up and stuff.
Ooh.
We're gonna do that for a weekend. Also, it just pushes me also because I did skydiving before, so I want to do it again, just to, like film it now.
Yeah.
So it gives me a reason to. You get me? Now
Yeah.
before I would be like, I want to do sky. Now I was like, okay, I really want to do it just so I can film it and like show it. That
So are you excited to film now then in general? Like, all right, everywhere you go, you know, okay, wallet, keys, camera.
yes.
Is it like that for you now? Like this is now a part of your lifestyle.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Well, on the weekends, because the weekends we're more like we do stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we like I tend to like carry around the camera everywhere and stuff.
He's like, you get Isla, I'll get the camera.
Yeah, basically.
I was gonna
It's a
say
team
that's so
effort.
heavy, but never mind. Homegirls will heavy than that.
And she's wearing heels. Okay.
I know.
Powerhouse moment.
Yeah.
over here.
Sorry, you guys. I'm like, I hope they remember that I'm extra everywhere I go.
Bougie.
I love it.
My family knows Jasmine is bougie.
I love it. It's that confidence. Wear it proudly, baby girl. Wear it proudly.
And you do. You're a powerful
you.
power couple. And, thank you for being here with us again. We enjoy having you on our journey. And just like we're going on to yours now and getting a glimpse of what you guys go through every single day to make this happen behind the scenes, right?
Yeah, I mean, thank you guys for having us. I mean, this was our first podcast. And we're like, oh, we're gonna be on podcast. She's like, what do they want to know about us? That was the first thing she said. What do they want to know about us?
I really was.
we're just like regular people. Like we don't like
And that's the thing. I think
try to.
we all are regular people, and well, like we told you guys in the background, that we wanted to have you guys on here because truly you guys are so relatable at the end of the day, and that you guys have achieved things like buying a home, that a lot of people either haven't, they want to, or they just don't know how to go about it. And I just felt like, people like you who can actually educate us, give a helping hand, and just sending out resources for people in our community to know at least. It's giving back in a lot of ways, even if it's just giving back information about how you guys went through this buying process, but also your YouTube journey. I think a lot of people will get into it, and it's great because it just is a creative outlet. And I think it's going to bring so much more documenting happy moments for you guys as a family, and it's all part of happiness and growth in any way. And if you guys are able to just hone it in, successes, whether it's money or just being happy or opening up new opportunities with other people and networks, the sky's the limit,
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see what you guys have coming.
Any advice on YouTube people? Just start. I think that was like
Yes, sir.
my first fear, like of like starting, was just like I didn't want to start. I didn't know how to do it, or just like put out like we had it, and I was like, damn, like is it gonna really like be beneficial? Like
I
are we
get
gonna get
you.
views and stuff.
I get you. I was on the same boat. It was kind of like, well, if I do it, am I gonna do it right? Is it even look good, right? Like you think of all the perfected little details that you see already that people post, and you're kind of like, we're already behind the game, right? But like you said, you just got to do it, because at some point it's going to hit to the right audience that you're going to want. And that's just kind of a little motivation and advice talk to everybody, that someone's going to grab onto your words, you know, and to your content, and you just got to believe in it as long as it's truly you. And I feel like the fact that you guys are really embracing your family, you, Isla, Jasmine, Gustavo, you know, like you guys are already gaining this lovable base, like including myself. Like I watch your videos, you know, and I just like watching you guys because you guys are regular people, and I think it's real. Exactly. A lot of people want to see regular people at the end of the day. I think we're over the whole celebrity YouTubers, influencers, whatever. Like we already know you're all about ads. Okay, get out. Bye. Now we're about, what are these real people actually using nowadays that, you know, that benefits their daily lives, you know? And I think this is the new wave. You guys are the new wave of new YouTubers. So I'm excited. I can't wait for you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And so, Amy, any last words?
So I actually want to see, where do you guys see yourself in 5 years from this point on? You know, you guys bought the house. You guys started a new journey in YouTube. You also have individual careers. So where do you see yourself in 5 years from today?
I mean, I personally, career-wise, I still honestly see myself there at the jewelry store managing.
She wants to own the company.
Yes,
that's good.
I'm thinking out of the box. I'm hoping sooner or later they become a franchise and I can take over that store.
Wow.
I really do love my company, and I feel that you know, the smaller businesses and the opportunities that they give me, you know, as every store manager, is they really let you manage that store as if it's your own business. Good. So, you know, my respects to them, and hopefully one day they do decide to franchise and I can have that. And we help a lot of people, again, with their credit, educate people with their credit. Yeah. And I mean, just keep striving for more, because I'm always trying to think what's my next move. Again, I'm a go-getter, so I get what I want. And just keep striving for more, you know. Hopefully in 5 years we have another child running around with us.
Did you see this one?
I'm hoping by the 5th year.
This one? Okay.
Gus, is your vision the same?
With a child, yeah.
As what she wants to front. He just confirmed it, guys. It's been confirmed.
Try go for that boy.
5 years.
Said 2 kids. If it's a boy, all right, we'll stop there. Third one is like a gamble. We'll shoot for that boy. But no, yeah, career wise, hopefully everything dies down. Hopefully, YouTube wise, it starts growing, and then that way, I could start once again with my fitness journey once again.
Yeah.
Bring that back up. And yeah, I've moved more into the sense of like what's more be able to get paid while having like free time. Basically,
yes, leverage your time.
Leverage my time. That's what I like. Now my thought process is like, how can I still like be able to still
changed.
Yeah.
Make money and still have time.
Yeah, what's becoming more valuable to us now with this whole like pandemic and stuff. Like being more at home with like the baby is like, how can we have like still be more at home while still like making like an income and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's where like the whole YouTube started. I might start on TikTok. I don't know,
bro.
Do it. Jump on it.
TikTok is blowing up.
He hasn't told me to do it.
I downloaded that, but I was like,
don't sit on it, like you said. Don't think about it too much.
That's one thing.
Just
I'm like,
do it. It is less time where you're gonna put into that. You're not really editing, you know.
Yeah.
And I think you guys will definitely do a great job there.
Isla likes dancing.
Yeah, she's so attracted to the camera. Connie, you got some glimpses of her.
I got some good shots of her, man. I'll selling them as paparazzi. $1,000 a piece, okay, guys? When she gets famous, I have those. But we're so excited to join you guys on your journey too in the YouTube business and everything. But also fitness, and I hope you get that franchise, baby girl, because that would be so freaking awesome to see you be able to thrive in that. And that's already your that's already your environment, you know? You already know what you're doing. Now it's just a matter of expanding.
Yeah.
And wow, I'm so excited for you guys. And we want to thank you guys again so much for coming. Oh my God, you guys are our first guests.
Yes.
We're
thank
so
you
excited.
guys. Thank you.
It's awesome, and it's been a pleasure. So thank you guys for inviting and thinking about us.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
Well,
dealing with Isla.
Yes.
We love Isla.
yes,
Now y'all
she's
know.
part of the clique.
This is behind the scenes of like the videos.
No, it's what brings the natural to us, and you're real, and you're still getting shit done while you have your baby girl. Like that's real, and it's hard. And I know we need more couples like you and families, because sometimes we think, oh, we can't do this because we have a family. Oh, I can't do this. Like excuses galore, right? You always make excuses in your head, but you guys are beating all odds. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, and to add on to that, like we're not like the perfect like couple and all, but I feel like we just have like a good like communication.
Good.
That's key.
That's what like has helped us throughout this entire year's
Relationship.
relationship. Yeah.
Get someone that makes you laugh, because I'm
She's
laughing
laughing
nonstop.
more. Hey, when we have arguments, I'm the one laughing. No lie. No lie. She'd be mad at us as hell and I'd be laughing.
So tune in onto the Instagram and YouTube for the little cheese man in the family, okay? Because
So what's your Instagram name, guys?
Mine is at Gus Flex.
And mine is Love Jasmine with double J.
Why you look at me? I don't know.
and then what about your
Yeah.
YouTube channel?
YouTube is YouTube is the Betancurs. That is Betancurs. Betancurs. Betancurs.
Awesome. We will definitely link everything down below. If you guys ever have any questions in regards to what they want or what they do, fitness, jewelry, anything of that sort, even home buying, hit them up. Again, thank you guys so much for coming. And thank you guys for listening on today's podcast at Join the Journey. We will see you guys next time.